we're on Facebook and YouTube. So tell us if you see us right now and you can hear us.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up. Give us a
Let us
shout
know.
out.
Oh, I see us on Facebook.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Welcome to Spotlight Live, where two native English speakers have a normal speed conversation talking about things in our lives and things in our country and things around the world and our programs. And really, it's just anything we think about, isn't it?
Anything at all. Shall I?
And we answer your questions too. So I'm going to say right now, make sure that you use the comment box. Practice your English by writing us a question, and we will try to answer as many questions as we can. I'm Liz Wade.
And I'm Adam Novice.
You're just gonna introduce yourself. And that's Adam Novice. So yeah, welcome to Spotlight Live. Play that video, Adam.
Yeah, here we go. All right, we are back. We are not together. That little video, it made me feel so nostalgic, which is just a word that means fond of memories of the past, when we were able to be together. And do
and then I could, when you said something bad, I could hit you, just with the back of my hand and be like, Adam, knock it off.
Yeah. Now, all you have is your words.
Yeah. Remember that one time when we were together and we were having a good time, and then somebody in the chat said, she's laughing too much.
Yeah, that's there's nothing that will make you more self-conscious than to someone make you aware of how you laugh.
I know, but it's good. That means we're having fun here.
Yeah. We need to find ways to do that.
Yeah. So you can notice I'm in a little bit of a different place.
Yes.
I decided it was time to kind of change it up a little bit.
Yes.
This is just a part of my home office, but I know what you're going to say.
I am also in a different place.
I know.
Yes, this is my new office, and if I may make you dizzy, but here, I'm going to take my little camera, give you a little tour. Over there is all kinds of tech and gear and sound recording. Behind me, I've got a bookshelf, a little whiteboard for notes and stuff. And then here,
that's very Adam.
I've got like little foam panels so that when we're doing spotlight programs, I can record them, and they sound good.
Nice.
I gotta move this.
So it's very sparse, Adam, which is something that I guess I should have expected. So that's a good word for our listeners.
Sparse.
Sparse.
I like to think of it as well organized.
Oh, I would say it's not very friendly or inviting.
That's all comes from here.
Yeah, I can see that. But I do see it's well organized.
What makes a room friendly or inviting?
Well, I don't know. Some pictures. You can see this little heart I have here on my wall.
Look, I got this little, my daughter drew a little thing. I just haven't put it up yet.
Or like some pictures, like a nice color. It's pretty white in there.
Look at these.
Oh yeah, nice.
Those are not just random babies. Those are my kids when they were younger.
Well, your kids like a long time ago.
Yeah, long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so
we're getting a lot of people say hello in the YouTube comments.
Yeah, we do. So hi for Witak Robert and Twen Nguyen and Malik, Khalid, Carlos, My Help, My Care, Fateh, and yeah. So hello everyone there. Romulo? Sorry, sometimes it's hard to read and do that at the same time. We've got maybe Yana from Algeria, Huang from Vietnam on Facebook, Javier from Argentina. Can I just say that one of my favorite parts of this program is when people write from where they're from.
Oh
I
yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
It's so amazing that you all are watching at the same time. And I love when people are like, hello from Algeria, or
Yeah.
like, hello from Ecuador, or wherever, because we get countries from all around the world every single time.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and so there are countries. If you're from a country that you haven't seen in the comments, make sure you add it and get your country some credit there.
Oh my goodness, we've got Brazil and Pakistan and Morocco over on YouTube, and we've got Myanmar and Georgia and Japan on Facebook. Amazing!
Amazing.
Oh, I love it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We should do like an interactive thing where if like you're from that country, you should like pin it so we can see where it all is every time.
That might be beyond our technical ability, but that would be very cool to do.
I think you could figure it out, Adam.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, your vote of confidence. But I'm not sure.
Well, all right.
So how are you, Liz?
Well, people, because in the States, it's very common for people to greet you by saying, "How are you?" But people don't actually want to hear how you are. So, and here's some English tips for our listeners. If somebody says, "Hi, how are you?" they don't really want to know how you are. They want to hear you say, "I'm fine. How are you?" But sometimes I really want to tell the truth.
Oh.
And I feel like, so these days I've really been saying, well, I'm still going.
I'm still going. That's,
you know,
you're out of bed.
Things are going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm still going.
That's good. That's good to be still going. So.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, we'll talk about this a little bit later, but, the United States is still suffering greatly from COVID.
Wow, that is putting it mildly.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that a little later, but how are you, Adam? And I really do want to know. Don't just say I'm fine.
How am I? There are some good things in my life, and I am choosing to focus on those good things.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yes.
I think often about a conversation that we had a couple months ago. Oh, maybe it was even like 6 or 7 months ago. And I think we even had that conversation over Spotlight Live about how during the pandemic, you had 3 things that you focused on every day. So you focused on doing something for yourself.
Yep.
And doing something for others.
Yep.
And then there was one more.
Well, it was like doing something for like the people right immediately around you.
Oh.
And then it was like doing something for make the world a better place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think about that a lot. Are you still doing that?
Yeah. Some days are I when I have the energy and I remember, it's a really good thing. First of all, it feels bad, but I remember, when you fly in an airplane, they say, put your oxygen mask on and then help someone else. Sometimes it feels selfish to do something for yourself first, but really getting that energy you need to then go out and help somebody.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah.
As you know, I've been following that advice just kind of loosely by making masks. So
yes.
I've continued to do that, but it makes me feel helpful, like I'm doing something.
You are doing something. No, that's very good. It's not just a feeling you have.
Oh, good. I want to say a few more hellos because I really do love hearing all these countries. So we've got hello from Indonesia, from Echo. Good evening from India. Ho Chi Kim To says, hello, I am Vietnamese. I'm staying in Singapore. And then a hello from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Love your program. Thank you so much. That's amazing. And then Romulo says, I love the last Halloween live. Very funny. I don't have a costume this time.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, and Vietnam too. And then Han Mai says, sometimes I say to how are you? I am still alive.
Yes, that's a good one.
I say that sometimes too.
I'm
Yes,
still
that's a
alive.
good one. Well, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Yeah, here we are. The sun came up today. I'm out of bed.
Yeah.
Taking it
But
one day at a time.
you kind of get some hope from the things that you see when people are doing good things or when you do
Yeah.
good things. It makes you feel a little better. So
Yeah. Focus on
yeah.
what you can control. Try to take care of the people around you and
Yeah. And I want to remind our listeners again that if you have any questions for us, feel free to put them in the chat on either Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching, and we will answer as many questions as we can. So,
yeah.
And moving on, we had mentioned this before about COVID.
Yes.
So to be honest, I try to read a lot of news from around the world. But for COVID, I don't actually know a lot what's going on in different countries of the world. I know that the UK just went under lockdown except for schools. But I really don't know what other countries are doing. I know that I think it was Singapore that only had maybe a couple hundred cases.
I know early on New Zealand did a good job of
Australia
locking down.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things have changed around us.
Yeah.
We're not on lockdown, but a lot of schools are moving to in-home learning, and they've closed restaurants in where we live. It's different across the United States, but in general, things are getting more stay at home.
Yeah, I was gonna say for our listeners, sometimes the United States, like how all the states relate and who is in charge of each thing, is a little bit complex to understand, even for the people who live in the United States. But for us, each state can make their own decision about what they want to do for lockdown. And some states have done no lockdowns, and some have done only in cities, and some have done full lockdowns everywhere. So it's a little bit, it's not organized here in the States. And it's, we were doing well in Michigan, where Adam and I live. But Adam, I read this morning that Michigan, for the United States, has the 6th highest number of cases.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Which is why I am staying home with my family.
Yes.
And Adam, hopefully you are also staying home.
I've been staying home. I don't really go anywhere anymore. I will tell people I go to one place, and it's to exercise at the gym. And when I tell people that, I have to explain that the other day there was only 2 people at the gym. So it's not 30 people, it's not even 10 people. We have our own space, we clean all the equipment. And the gym has had to change because of that. It used to be big groups. Now it's one. You can have the gym to yourself if you go.
Right. See, I only exercise at home now. Yeah. It's I used to see people every day at the gym, and that was really hard when that stopped. But now it's 8-9 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you go to the grocery store?
Yes. I guess I will go to the grocery store, but it's a very functional, efficient. I have a list of things. I go in, I get them, I go out. There's no what I don't look for inspiration. I don't try to find new products or things I want to try. I go in, I come out. I used to like to go shopping. I used to.
Yeah.
I'll spend time outside.
Yeah. But now it's getting colder too, so unless you really like the cold, it's a little harder to bring yourself outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a few questions. My first that I'm going to read from YouTube is a statement that I think is very funny. This guy looks like a principal. I mean, the way he speaks and his behavior. I think that's a compliment.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
I'm going to take it as a compliment.
You kids need to practice your English. Listen to Spotlight.
It says Singapore is no longer on lockdown. So that's amazing. I'm quite jealous, actually.
Yeah.
Probably all of your strategies for dealing with COVID are things that your government is doing and things that your people believe in, and that's not the case here in the States, apparently.
We try to not talk about that kind of stuff, but yes.
It's very hard though when it comes right in, like.
Well, and we had an election.
That's right, we did.
Since our last Spotlight Live, and we someday will be getting a new president. Hopefully,
on January 20, we will have a new president. January 20.
January
2021. That's when the new president takes over in the United States.
That's the law.
That is the law. Let's see. To ask, what do you do in quarantine? So we're neither of us is in a technical quarantine right now. Our state is in a pause. So a pause is like a short break.
Yeah.
So restaurants cannot be open. High schools cannot be open. What else? It's not.
There's rules on gyms and exercise.
Yeah, rules on gyms and exercise. Everybody is supposed to wear masks, but of course, many people in the United States are saying that that's against their freedoms and their rights, so they are not wearing masks.
The United States has a lot of good things. I like living in the United States, but the United States also has some problems. That's all I'm saying. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, so Kaori is in Japan and says it's so serious in Japan, over 2,000 people are infected today. So, yeah, that's quite a lot. And then Tuan Chi says, pandemic COVID-19, if you don't mention it, and many people did forget it. So it's amazing to me how different countries have different experiences of this pandemic, right? Yeah, very interesting.
So, but what do you do? The question was, what do you do, Liz?
What do I do in quarantine? Well, when we were technically in quarantine, we didn't go anywhere. I made masks. So that's what I did.
I learned, I've been teaching myself the piano. And when I really have time, which is not a lot, I actually, and I don't know if many of our listeners know this, I enjoy to play some video games.
Oh.
Which I was thinking about because there is a great YouTube playlist that I was thinking about.
Oh, right.
Is it called video games? Is it called?
Yeah, I think it's called video games.
Yeah, all about video games. Now I'll be honest, I don't play violent video games with guns. Like I don't do shooting games. But I have a Nintendo Switch and I like to play Mario Kart. I'm not endorsing. We're not getting paid to talk about this. And I like Zelda
Adam's personal opinion.
It's just my personal Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I do enjoy that. I play some of these games with my children, and that's one way that we kind of spend time together. They would, if I allowed it, they would spend all their time doing that. But.
Oh yeah, who wouldn't? We have a question from Mohammed, who says, please share some techniques and ideas about learning new languages in general. So I think that's a great question. We have, over the past years, so for a long time, Spotlight was really only a program of 15 minutes, and it was about something, and that was it. And since June of this year, we have really expanded what we do. So we're a podcast, and we have videos, and then recently we started a blog, which gives a lot of tips for that sort of stuff. So one really important thing though is practice. And so I will tell you, I read every single comment that you leave on YouTube. Every single one. If you leave a comment on YouTube, I read it. And I can't respond to every single one, but I do see it. And I forgot where I was going with this. About interesting. Oh, yes, practice. Okay, so practice, I love it. There are lots of people who write comments about, I listen to 10 programs a day, or I listen to a program every day and it improves my English. So I'm going to say that's a tip that comes from our listeners. Like, listen to something every day. And that, maybe even if you can't give it a lot of, attention, just put it on in the background. There's one really great story from a listener who wrote to us this year or last, who said that they would always put Spotlight on in the background while they were cleaning the kitchen, I think it was, or just like doing sort of normal tasks. And one day they were listening and they realized they were crying because they understood so much more of the program, and it was a sad program. And so they had this sudden realization, like, I am understanding everything in this program and it is affecting me. And I just thought that was such a beautiful story. But also it shows that even with just having it on while you're doing other things, that's going to expose your brain to those sounds and ideas. And that's not just for English, right?
Yeah.
That's for any language.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, and I would say I'll throw up the Spotlight website, because some of you might have only interacted with Spotlight through the podcast or Facebook or YouTube, but on our website you can find some resources. Oh, not that one. Here we go. Where is it?
Are you putting something up?
I was the Patreon one, but we can talk about that if we want. So when you go to Spotlight English, you're going to find a lot of navigation tools. There's going to be some tabs about learning English. You're going to be able to look at the playlists that we've created. Some of those playlists also or exist on YouTube or in similar forms. You could put on a playlist and listen to all the programs while you do something else. While you fall asleep, you could listen to Spotlight. So I would encourage you to. There's plenty of programs on that website and on YouTube. You're going to be able to find a lot of content there. So check that out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and those playlists really do help you to move things along. Just keep a steady stream.
Yep.
So, Loy says, do you see me? Please read my name. So there you go.
There you go.
I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah. We always say, we repeat this all the time, but you guys are the best. You really,
obviously.
We love you, and we just think, the way, what you're trying to do, the reasons you're learning English, you're
we
just
hear
kind.
Great stories every day. I love hearing how people are using Spotlight. It's amazing to me.
Yeah.
So Baha asked, have you received the vaccine shot or not yet? So in the States, we do not have access to a vaccine. We have 2 vaccines that are in process and possibly able to be delivered in January.
You think January? That would be great.
I think it's December or January. However, it's only going to, the first wave of vaccines will be going to like nurses and doctors and police officers, firefighters. So people who are, and then essential workers, so people who work at grocery stores or things that need to stay open for people to survive. And then also, then the next group is people who are most at risk for COVID.
Yeah.
So like older people, people who have health problems, and then
Liz and I, we're pretty far down the list.
Down the line, maybe Adam.
Yeah. So Liz, Helton asks a question, is it possible to make videos only with American accent? And I think this is a good time for you to talk about what you started doing on YouTube.
Yes. Okay, so a few weeks, no, maybe a month ago by now, we made a playlist with only US accents. So you can go through that playlist, and every program in that playlist has mostly US accents. So both main voices have a US accent. There might be short quotes or something with a UK or New Zealand accent, but now they're mostly labeled as well. All of our new programs have accents labeled. So
that's on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube, and that is definitely a playlist for you to check out, because that's exactly what you're asking.
Yeah, if you're a podcast listener, you're just gonna have to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Test yourself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's on Facebook as well, and on our website you can always get a link to the videos too, so you can get it from our website if you go to YouTube. But
that's true. All right, well, we've already been going almost half an hour, so what else do we need to cover?
Well, we wanted to talk about the courses that we're making.
Yes.
So, for people who are who really want to go to that next step or things like that, why don't you talk about the courses?
Yeah, we are working this. We'll hopefully launch one. The first one we're working on is for grandparents. So if you're a grandparent and you have a grandchild who speaks English, we're creating a course for you so you can learn what to expect and how to use Spotlight with your grandchild. So we're going to have a whole step-by-step process so you can listen to a program together, you can talk about the program, and connect with your grandchild. We're very excited about that. And then after that program, or course number 2, will be a course on pronunciation and accents. So like how to use your mouth, how certain really challenging sounds in English. We're very excited about that one too.
Like, for example, my full name is Elizabeth, and it's a very difficult name for people to say who are not native English speakers, because the TH sound and sometimes the L sound trips people up. So it will show you how to move your mouth and your tongue and where to place your tongue and all of those sorts of things to make that sound.
Yeah. And so these will be really
excited.
Paid courses, but we really hope that everything that you're currently having will remain free. But we're just excited to be able to offer those to all of you.
Yeah, definitely. I guess we usually try to keep these like 20 minutes long, and look at us, it's half an hour.
I know.
I'm having so much fun.
It is a lot of fun. I will say, I am very excited. I'll end on this personal note.
Okay.
I am getting a new bed. And I'm very excited about that because I have not been sleeping great.
Aww.
And so I hope to be sleeping by the next time. This is my teaser. When you see me next, I'm going to be sleeping well. I'm going to be well rested. Maybe I'll get rid of my beard. I remember we asked last year if I should shave my beard, and most people did not like it.
Well, it was longer at that point.
Maybe.
I think there was more beard there.
I don't know. We'll see. Beard or no beard? Let us know in the comments below.
There was something I was going to say, and then I forgot it. Yeah.
It's very
okay.
white.
Well.
This is what we do. This is what we do.
Yeah, we do. You know, we're just doing stuff.
Okay, Liz.
We're right back to the beginning now. So make sure to. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Make sure to subscribe to YouTube so that you get an alert every time we have a new playlist or a new video or a Spotlight Live that you want to see live and interact with us. But also make sure that you are telling people about our channel. If you really enjoy it, we would really love to have you share it with someone else so that they can love it too. And, you know, feel free to share a program that you like or that affected you on Snapchat or Instagram or WeChat or WhatsApp. Or
You're saying
all
we're
the
so old.
apps and tweets and
Telegram,
stuff.
TikTok, whatever.
Yeah, TikTok.
WeChat, whatever you're on.
So make sure that you share with other people because you know we would love to have everybody represented here in this community. So check that out. Make sure you check out our website. We put up a new program every Monday, and we've been adding some surprise programs on Thursdays or advanced programs. So you know, make sure that you check back a couple times a week. Make sure that you didn't miss any content. We've been putting up blog posts that hopefully will be really helpful to you in your English learning journey. Subscribe to the podcast if that's your thing, or whichever.
Yeah.
Whatever way you and our app. Don't forget we have an app so you can carry Spotlight with you wherever you go. Did I miss anything, Adam?
You did not. You did great.
Amazing.
Amazing. Hey, we're getting a lot of love for the beard, so thank you.
Oh, okay. We always have to address this. Helton asks, "Are you a couple?" No, we're just friends.
Yeah.
Right. I just want to.
If we were a couple, we would be in the same place, and we'd just be in different rooms.
True. So. Oh, did you see next son Anfa says your beard's looking great now?
I know. Thank you. I'm feeling good now. You guys are making my day. So
there's one vote for keep the beard.
2. There was another one. 2 or 3 I've seen.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, wow, that's great.
It's all going to depend on if my wife likes it.
Yeah, that's true. That's the most important vote, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then I'll answer one more question before we have to go. And it's what time do we have a live like this? And we have not gotten a schedule on our live shows. I think that's something that we really need to work on in the new year. But we've been doing them about once a month, near the end of the month. And we do try to warn you ahead of time. This was a surprise live show. We try to warn you ahead of time in our weekly newsletter and our weekly email.
You can subscribe on our website.
Get that done. You can subscribe on our website so that you catch it. But otherwise, you guys are the lucky ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Stay
safe and stay healthy.
Yeah, stay healthy, stay safe, take care of each other, be kind.
Yeah. Do something nice for somebody today.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.